Okay. I've been disappointed by like the last 75 million things I've watched. So, hopefully this is like a Demon Slayer situation where it's so simple that there's no way it could possibly disappoint me. It's not that my expectations are low, it's just that the show doesn't exactly have enough complexity for me to get frustrated by it not having that complexity or handling that complexity poorly. Yeah, I feel like that's a good way to explain it. I'm not sure if this is going to be like hard canon or if it's going to be like an anime movie kind of deal. I'm going to guess it's going to be anime movie type of deal where it's canon.
We may be going up against a bunch of nasty goblins, but hey, that's part of the fun, right? No one can say this isn't an adventure, even if things get rough.
And we're going to be fine, because I've got a plan to wipe them out. You'll see.
Is it hiring Goblin Slayer? That'd be a good plan.
Thanks a lot, but maybe next time you could give me an arrow that doesn't have a loose tip.
No. I wanted it like that.
Huh?
Trace it back to the nest.
You said you would explain the arrow, so let's hear it.
Can you really not figure it out?
It's so the shaft would fall off. The tip was poisoned.
Oh.
Once the goblin digs it out, his flesh will rot, and sickness will spread through the nest.
Wasn't one of their rules for him no poison? If not, I'm kind of surprised. I thought the plan was just going to be tracing it back to the nest with the blood. That seemed the obvious answer.
You said your ultimate goal is to become a dragon, right?
Indeed, that is correct.
Well, I'll tell you what.
How does
you
that
will
work?
become a power. I mean, you'll basically live forever, right? That's gotta get boring after a while. You'd probably go crazy without any friends.
How long do elves live in this world?
Really, spears? That's tricky.
A pit trap? Goblins are smart enough for that?
Who knows?
Would that even work? You have to jump into the pool or fall into it for those to do anything. Because if you just lightly get into the water, like, you wouldn't, like, get impaled in any regard. I guess it makes it a little hard to cross since you can't, like, boost off the bottom or anything, but I feel like that wouldn't be the most effective thing in the world.
They copied my trick?
That's unusually smart for just a standard set of goblins.
I'm going to gouge out the tip.
Oh, God.
Don't you dare touch me with that knife!
If you'd prefer to have your leg rot off, then that's your call.
He'll be careful, and he'll make it as painless as possible. Isn't that right, Goblin Slayer?
You have to promise me that it won't hurt
The
too much.
slow moving hands. How does the show so fucked up manage to be so entertainingly funny? Yeah, that'd be really painful. What is that sound effect supposed to be? I've never understood it.
Jeez, it's really throbbing.
Yeah, maybe don't
You
walk.
ought to turn back.
I wonder what this shrine is used for. Maybe
Yeah.
the priest of the evil sect was here.
This doesn't seem like
Look at
their
this.
standard
A
kidnapping.
brand.
Strange. It doesn't appear to be a goblin totem.
Yeah. Doesn't seem
I think it's
like anything
the
we've seen from them
Green Moon.
before.
Whatever we're up against not only thinks like the goblins, but leads and heals them as well. It also attacks people and seems to be a follower of evil.
That sounds a lot like... No, it just couldn't be.
It's a goblin paladin.
Oh! That's actually kind of fucking terrifying. That's an interesting concept.
One of us could just hike back down the mountain and load up on some more food and supplies from the village, you know?
Yeah, but who would go?
I'd send two of them.
Why not our fearless leader? I've been making myself useful.
Wow, okay. You can't be a fucking yes man all the way through and then blame them for bad things happening to you. You were complicit. You let them lead you. You didn't call them out on anything. It's your own fault. Was she out that entire time then?
They're dead.
All four of the others were dead. They showed the 3 heads, but the third one, or the fourth one, was being dragged back, and given that 2 of them were women, I assumed they'd get the much crueler fate. Maybe they killed her when they were done with her. The show can be really fucked up.
The god of wisdom rules the green moon.
So he makes people smart?
That honor belongs to the god of knowledge. He demands reason, intellect, and fact.
That is so D&D. Okay, if for some reason you watch the show and aren't familiar with D&D, the 6 stats in D&D are strength, dexterity, charisma, constitution, intelligence, and wisdom. Every single fucking person getting into D&D is confused by how intelligence and wisdom are different. This is exactly how it is. I feel like aside from Vox Machina, this is the closest thing to a D&D TV series we've ever had. I think this is the closest a show can get to being D&D without being D&D. Because, like, Vox Machina is just straight up D&D, obviously. But this is, like, so close, but just, like, slightly altered in terms of how it works. And, I mean, I like D&D a lot, so that's kind of why I vibe with the show.
But the god of wisdom gives knowledge indiscriminately to all who ask for it. He passes on the secrets of this world with no interest in the consequences. His actions bring about destruction and the loss of innocent lives.
Great.
So in D&D, the intelligence stat is book smarts. The wisdom stat is street smarts, is a good way to think about it. Wisdom is more intuition, while intelligence is factual information you're aware of. But that's an interesting way of handling that. Already, this movie has done kind of a great job further developing this world. I mean, I wouldn't really say it was a detriment to the first season, but it definitely didn't have the most developed world. Granted, it was 12 episodes, so can't entirely blame it for that, but we didn't really learn much about the gods or the setting or anything like that, so that's actually kind of interesting. I'm curious if season 2 goes more into this stuff, or if this is just kind of stuff they're throwing into the movie for the sake of throwing it into the movie.
We're not gonna be able to show up and walk through the front gate of that. Got any ideas?
Speak, friend, and enter.
Now this I do object to! Why are you insisting that the girls of the group be treated like we're treated
Oh.
I am a bishop of the Green Moon and a humble servant of the mighty great God of Wisdom. Raise your gates for us!
That's all it takes, huh?
I suggest you cage them and remove their hands and feet, lest they escape.
Are they
Okay.
actually talking to each other?
You might want to deal with
It's a
stuff
miracle.
fast.
Telepathy.
Huh. Interesting. If you're telling them to do that, you might want to deal with shit fast here, then. A lot more restraint than we usually see from him. Okay. Just used it to sneak in, then. I don't know if this was a plan, but...
Move! We have to kill every single last one of them!
Her voice actress is bothering me. I can't fucking place it. Oh, it's Daenerys. I don't know how I can hear her in so many different roles and still never be able to tell when she's voicing someone.
I sometimes forget just how physically weak you spellcasters actually are.
Come on.
It's really
I
cool that they went
understand
with
your
a
frustrations, but it would be better to
dwarf
save your anger
as a
for later
mage.
time.
That's a really unusual class race setup.
Why did you bring her here?
I know how she feels. At least, I believe I do.
I'm curious if that's really the only reason. Because that's... I feel like that'd be unusual for him. He also doesn't really meet many people in this context. God, this eyelash is bothering me. They're not symmetrical in this shot. That's so... One of my biggest pet peeves that has no reason to actually bother me is asymmetrical eyelashes. It's a very weird thing to be nitpicky about.
Will the hostages be alright if we leave them for now?
It is probably safer than taking them with us.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Interesting knife. What is that thing made of?
It's aluminum. The blade itself was forged from a red gem and then tempered with lightning.
Is aluminum a thing that's usually used for that kind of thing? I thought it was a lot more fragile of a metal. I mean, that might just be because I associate with aluminum foil, but... Huh.
You're not going to get very far with just a dagger, so I suggest you find yourself something more suitable for the fight ahead.
I don't need another blade.
That's so.
Is there a Goblin Slayer video game, either that's already been made or that's being planned? Because I feel like it's prime material for a game. Okay, looks like there is one that's still only in Japanese, unless there's a update. Yeah, I mean, anime games don't exactly have the best track record in the world. Why do so many feel the need to create poor quality games for franchises that would actually probably sell decently well if you made just a good game out of it? I feel like you're probably going to get less profit by making it a bad game. Okay. This guy's got the right fucking idea. I don't even like FromSoft games, and this would go fucking hard as hell. Hell, I would be down with FromSoft themselves doing this. Yeah, a Doom-like would be a bit interesting, but I don't know. I feel like Doom, you kind of rip through things too casually, and they kill you way too casually. Sometimes in Doom games, you just kind of blow up unceremoniously, and you have no idea why.
This is a goblin coronation ceremony.
And a coronation requires a priest, so they'll need a shaman.
Too bad he's currently unable to attend.
Your neck!
Oh, God. Jesus.
These two and I will act as decoys.
My strength will allow us to carry the
Okay.
prisoners waiting in the dungeon.
Right.
Her being a decoy might not be the best idea.
I know. I need my sword. Then I can go back home.
Is that it? All right.
Just need the sword. We can do that.
I'll take down the paladin and retrieve your sword.
Okay. He really likes throwing that sword.
Monsters! Always so vicious! Attacking in hordes!
Why are they just running past these two? Do they just really want to get Goblin Slayer dealt with? Fair enough. This show is really good at making me feel panicked.
Well done.
Her panic attacks are pretty effective. And the hyperventilating that they're doing is making me do the same, I feel.
I wonder if they're doing okay up top.
Define okay. Oh, damn. Yeah, armored goblins, that's concerning.
Everything is ready!
They're jumping off the side? What are they doing? They could cut that rope pretty easily, I feel. Okay, good. Yeah. If you're far enough down, that won't matter. Oh, Jesus, that's so many.
Don't tell me you lost your sword, Beard Cutter.
I threw it.
Guess some things never change, huh?
Thank you for acknowledging that. He does do it kind of a lot. Love this song.
No better feeling than getting to shoot down as many enemies as I want!
You are a frightening girl. Catch, Beard Cutter!
Throw me a shovel!
Coming right up!
Where is he storing all these?
Save your miracles.
Okay, I will. I won't let you down.
I have a plan.
Great.
Yes. Oh, are we going to cause an avalanche? They didn't hear the plan.
That's what your kind deserves!
She's letting her Freerun slip out. Freerun and Goblin Slayer would get along pretty well, I feel. Oh, I love Kenichiro Suihiro soundtracks. What's the plan?
You are a fool. Fire!
Okay. Damn. We could use her in the party.
This.
Oh boy. Yeah, avalanche. You don't have something like this take place in a mountain range with snow and not have an avalanche.
Protection!
That's a lot to block with it. Stay focused. Stay focused.
Goblin Slayer, no!
Okay. Hopefully he was wearing one of the
thoroughly search the area.
rings, because that would mean he
Don't
could
sound very worried about him.
breathe under the
Of course we
snow.
have our
I should have braced for the impact instead of preparing for the lack of air.
What? Now I know why you gave us rings. Guess I shouldn't be surprised. These let you breathe underwater, but they work under snow as well.
Yeah,
Was this your plan from the beginning?
To an
probably.
extent,
It would have been nice for you to explain it to us beforehand.
Yeah.
yes, but not wise. The enemy could have overheard and been a step ahead of us.
Come on, man.
Maybe.
So this was an adventure.
Everything you hoped it would be. Is there any specific reason why it's so
I
important?
managed to get your sword back. Has anyone ever told you that you cry a lot?
Dumbass. Be a bit more sensitive, dude.
We survived yet another year. Let us praise the gods of
Best
fate,
girl.
chance, and of order and chaos.
I need some time to catch up with my parents. They've been worried about me, and we have much to discuss.
We could use her in the
Sir
party.
Goblin Slayer could have joined us in this feast.
No kidding.
That lightning stuff is so powerful.
Beard cutter.
So do you keep watch every year while the others celebrate?
Don't ask foolish questions.
Right, I should have known.
They could try to attack on New Year's.
Here, they sent this for you.
I see.
It's funny, but it's sad.
Camp set up and everything.
That summarizes his character, doesn't it? Funny but sad. He's diligent to the point of being funny, but the show does sometimes acknowledge the fact that he's so diligent because he's traumatized, which makes it sad. Yeah, I expected the movie to be kind of a like filler arc of sorts. Generally, that's how anime movies work. They're a solid 7 out of 10 popcorn film. I mean, movies that are connected to another show or connected to a show. So, not surprised with that. But I'm curious if season 2 is going to develop him further. Because I know at the end of season 1, I think the thing he agreed to do with Elf Archer in return for their help with the final battle was to go on a proper adventure. And while killing all goblins would be great, I do also kind of want the dude to just be able to rest and live his life. And I'm not really sure where the story's going to go. I've also heard about the other manga, the Year One, I think, about his first adventures as Goblin Slayer. I'm curious if that's going to get adapted, because from what I've seen in the community, people are really enjoying it, and it looks pretty solid from the screenshots I've seen at least, so I'd absolutely be down to watch that as well. Prequels either often end up being fucking incredible or kind of feeling like filler. So, I'm not sure which one it'll be, but
I've spent 10 years of my life slaying goblins. And in that time,
I think that's the
I've
first time.
wondered if the goblins have evolved.
I think that's the first time
Tell
we've
me,
heard any
Do you know
confirmation
what the
on
paladin was doing in the mountains?
the
don't.
timeline.
Refining metal, the dwarven fortress, mining tools, that
Yeah.
girl's aluminum sword, and ore that was forged with lightning. There's only one possible conclusion.
You care so much about killing them. They're far more important to you than your friends.
Not true.
You sure about that? Huh?
I'm not one for big noisy crowds. I hope you'll continue to help me out in the new year.
Good delivery. That was fun. Which is all I was really wanting from this. I just wanted a more simple story that I could just enjoy watching, and I finally got it with this. I just finished Core 1 of Slime Isekai's second season earlier today, and if you watch those reactions, was not the happiest with that. Okay, yeah, it still was White Fox. I'm pretty sure I saw season 2 with some other studio. Hopefully they're still handling it well. This type of genre is definitely White Fox's forte, in my opinion. What other shows has, it's Millie, right? What other shows has she done music for? Because I'm only familiar with her music for this show. And it's really good, so it really matches the show so well. And she's got such a distinct style of music, I would love to see it in more stuff. And it would definitely fit other shows. I may not like Mushoku Tensei, but I feel like her style would probably fit that show. At least for like an opening or something. So, aside from just being popcorn movies and that kind of thing, the other thing that's always true of anime movies is they always have original characters that are pretty much never relevant again. Which is, once again, why SAO is absolutely fucking based. Because those characters actually are relevant again and do something of decent importance by stalling out one of the major villains. But, yeah, the girl in this one, she was alright. I feel like they could have done more stuff with her in terms of actually developing her. I kind of wish they explained why the sword was so important to her. But, I mean, I think the portrayal of her panic attack was really well done. And just in general, that was just so fucked up. That's the motto of the show, though, isn't it? Yeah, so I plan to do season 2 sometime soon. Not exactly sure when I'm going to record that, but it won't matter for you guys, so I don't know why I'm telling you that. But hopefully it's what I expected and want from the show. What studio is doing it? Because I'm pretty sure it's not White Fox anymore. Season 2 is done by, is that Leiden Films? The Yamada-kun, so they did, I think, what is this one, Call of the Night, I think, and Tokyo Revengers, okay. I'm not really familiar with a lot of their work, but, oh, they did Cells at Work Code Black, that was pretty good. They don't exactly have a ton of big name stuff under their belt, but not seeing anything particularly horrible that I can think of either, so. Oh, okay, thank God, they're just a producer. They're a producer of Berserk 2016. Yeah, so long as they're just a producer on that, I'm fine with it. I'm not a fan of Berserk, and I haven't seen that show. I'm actually explicitly not a fan of Berserk after having read about 200 chapters of the manga. I don't know, maybe around 300 it starts getting good, but from what I've seen, not the best. But yeah, if they were the studio that did the main work on that, I'd be a lot more concerned, but if they're just a producer, I guess that's fine. White Fox is generally good with that tone. Their adaptations vary in quality. Steins Gate was a very poorly handled adaptation, while ReZero they fucking worship, clearly. If you don't understand why I say that, ReZero's second season, the second half of it, they bought out the ad slots on their own show to make the episodes longer. For Steins Gate, they made a non-canon OVA, a non-canon movie, when there were other endings to the game that they could have done as OVAs, which are canon, and are good. Really fucking good. Well, hopefully the new studio does a good job with season 2. I'm curious if they're going to be more 2D focused or if they're still going to do 3D like White Fox did. When it came to like goblin groups all being animated at once, like I didn't really have a problem with the 3D. That's usually how 3D is done anyway. My only real problem with the 3D really comes into play when it's just Goblin Slayer just walking. In action scenes, sure, he's got a lot of details. It is easier to make him move in more interesting ways when he's 3D, but you could definitely make it look better if you wanted to. But when it's literally just them walking through town and he's a 3D model, it is kind of jarring. I don't know, we'll see what that's like. Either way, I think I'm going to enjoy it, so yeah, see you when we do that.